the strongest economy in the history of the world, the strongest economy we've ever had, and we had to close it, which is artificial. We artificially closed it. Those jobs will all be back, and they'll be back very soon. And next year, we're going to have a phenomenal year. People are ready to go.
All right, you heard what the president had to say. Let's bring in Paul Conway. He's our labour market guy. The president says those jobs that we lost are coming back. When do you think they're going to come back?
Well, I tell you what, Stuart, first of all, on the number today, I think the number reflects a couple of different things. One, I think it's a tribute to bipartisan leadership in the White House and in the Congress for getting that money out there for workforce retention. But in terms of the jobs coming back, I think there's an important pivot point here, and that is among employers, it's among small business owners, and it's also among the American consumer. And I think those jobs will start to come back when consumer confidence and employee confidence returns, and that will be based on the dissemination of sound science, so that the entrepreneur and the employer doesn't feel as though they're the guarantee of sound advice.
Well, give me a rough estimate.
Feels like they can come back.
Well, look, are we going to come roaring back? Are these jobs really come back real fast? Or are we talking months and maybe the end of the year before we see? I mean, look, let me ask you this. By the end of this year, will we still have a double-digit unemployment rate?
I think there's a pretty high risk of that, Stuart. I really do. I don't think the charge will be as aggressive. I think really the charge forward among employees and employers will depend on things that neither the employer or the employee really controls, which is the understanding of the disease and the risk that they face each day that they want to go. There's no doubt America wants to work, but I think you have to give the sound assurance that measures are being taken in the workplace and also in the shop. The shop door will be open. Who goes through that door will depend on the confidence of the people.
Yep,
and I think that is essentially what the issue is that's going to go forward here. And it will determine the rate of pickup on the jobs. I'm convinced of that.
Okay, we hear you, Paul. A double-digit unemployment rate still, probably, by the end of the year. Let's see what Larry Kudlow has to say about that later on. Paul, thank you very much indeed.